Alright, one last bit of organization for the road. I don't exactly have the items to make this look as nice as possible, but good enough. Good enough. And welcome back to Let's Play Resident Evil 4 for the very last time. Anyway, we are officially cured of our Plagas infection. That was, didn't take very long, actually. I was expecting that to be a bit more of an ordeal, but hey, Plagas removal laser was right there. Now we can move on and finish the game. We get one more yellow herb here, though we're already maxed out on health, so not really all that necessary. Some more shotgun ammo to load in, and one final memo for the road. Our mission. The real power of the United States lies in the three areas: the Justice Department, the administrative bodies, and the military. In order to take control of these areas, we must influence the minds of the people who advise the President. After this is done, the rest of the departments will quickly fall under our sway. If by chance the United States were to figure out our plan, the damage caused should be minimal. We will still be able to conquer the country as planned using our backup plan. Once we control the country, we will use their international influence to our advantage. The rest of the world will fall swiftly. As already stated, if our first plan doesn't go as smoothly as expected, we'll proceed with our secondary plan. By sending in our special forces, we will infiltrate the country from within. Fear and chaos will spread through the nation like a virus. It'll only be a matter of time before the country loses its stability. At that time, when they're most vulnerable, we will strike. Rejoice, my brethren. The world shall soon be cleansed. Sadler awfully confident in this plan going through, even though we've basically killed everyone under his control at this point. I mean, what, our kill tally at this point is over 900? I can't imagine he had too many villagers left in reserve after this whole situation. Anyway, one final merchant for the road as well, including one final incendiary grenade that I will not be using, one final box of TMP ammo that I can't use, and, well, time for top 10 anime betrayals. Sorry, it had to be this way. You're infected too, I can tell, I can see it in the reds of your eyes. Sorry, merchant. Anyways, moving on from that. Alright, over here there is one final green herb. Well, okay, not one final green herb, but one final green herb for us to collect in this area. Heading down this staircase.
Something's not right. Ashley, you stay here. Ada! Better try a new trick, cause that one's getting old. You okay?
I've been better.
What's so funny?
Oh, I think you know. The American prevailing is a cliché that only happens in your Hollywood movies. Oh, Mr. Kennedy, you entertain me. To show my appreciation, I will help you awaken from your world of clichés.
Ada, stand back.
Be in a Resident Evil game if the villain did not turn into an impossibly huge monstrosity for the final boss. The elevator back is locked down, so we can't get out of here. We are forced into a fight. Anyways, as you can probably imagine, those eyes are a pretty big vulnerability for Sadler. So one of our big goals for this fight is to hit them. What we're also going to want to do is wait for him to get close and hit that explosive barrel. There are several traps located around the arena that we can use to damage Sadler. On this first trap, what we want to do is, crap. It was a little too far away. Fortunately, I have some grenades to show off what you can do when Sadler's down like that. Annoyingly, the cutscene for him falling onto his, well, knees, I guess, it does prevent you from doing what you might like to do. When Sadler is down like that, you can have Leon run up and do a knife stab to the big old mouth eye, and it does some pretty wonderful damage to him. And, yeah, grenades will instantly knock him down. Another option we have is we can use our Killer 7 to just quickly pop off a shot against the eye and do some pretty big damage to him that way. So why don't we take that opportunity? And also, you do not want to corner yourself here. He will always get back up immediately once you deal enough damage to the eye itself, or you stab him. Again, using our grenades here will let us easily get a few, quick attacks off on him, letting us advance the fight pretty quickly, though, he seems to take, not all that much damage from the grenades themselves. Doing this does seem to, cause the fight to go a little bit more slowly. Let's see if we can't get one of his eyes on his legs to open up. You can also deal a sometimes he can use the scenery to attack you. Oh, he's running in, so what we want to do is we want to just make our way over here. We can head over to this platform off to the side. Yeah, sometimes when he goes... Okay, wait. You do not want to be standing directly across from him when he is on the opposite platform, as that will have a pretty high chance of him just jumping directly onto your head. A little Goomba stomp, if you will. Not exactly little, but you know what I mean. Whoop. Yeah, he's mostly content to throw girders at us at this point. What I would like for him to do is actually jump towards us right now. Nope, he's just throwing those girders. There we go. Now we can utilize this exploding barrel on him real quick. Just let him get a little bit closer. There we go. I better make sure I'm healed up, so what the heck, why don't we make sure we use this yellow herb here? Even though it does literally nothing, that should make sure I don't get taken out by any individual hits that come out. We'll go for another knife stab onto him right here. Now, I would like to show what happens when you shoot one of the eyes on his legs, because that is another way to knock him down. Note that Leon... Whoa! Ah! Yeah. When you are really close to those steel beams, that can happen. It's a bit unfortunate. Let's go for the blacktail here to try and quickly land some shots on the eyes, which do not stay open for very long. Fortunately, this allows me to show off another trap that we have access to here. We can grab this crane here. Boom! This deals some pretty significant damage to Sadler, so it is a good option for dealing with him. Let's quickly stab the eye once again. Hopefully this will put me in a position where I can run away. You really do not want to be within Sadler's body, as he can use Blade Plagas to slice you up as you run through him, so be very mindful of that. Let's get over to one of these platforms. If you happen to be going across these bridges as they start to lower, you may be prompted to jump across. It isn't usually necessary to do, as long as you go on it when the green lights aren't already flashing. Let's see. Whoop! There we go. I'm glad I finally got to hit one of those QTEs. Come on. Make your eyes exposed here. Ugh, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's pretty hard to react to those when he does that. Always make sure to move forward when he jumps up like that, or else you will find yourselves, again, on the receiving end of a Goomba Stomp. We will just empty some shots into his body here. Oh god, here we go. Nope. I was not able to get away on that. Here we go. This is where things get a little ugly. Fortunately, as you can see, we have tons of healing items, so even if I screw up a little bit, it's not really that big a deal. Yeah, the eyes just do not like making themselves exposed. There we go. Can I get it? No. That one. There we go. Get a hit on that. Let's get out our Killer 7 again. As a matter of fact, I can probably start planting Killer 7 shots into the body to advance the fight to its final phase. There we go. Just get that going. Now, time to empty the Killer 7 into the body. Whoop. There we go. That's also a beautiful shot to hit. We might need a little bit more firepower than this. Ain't exactly working out how I'd hoped. Okay. Now, while Leon is engaged in that bit of pitched combat, let's take this first aid spray here and get into Ada's final challenge of Separate Ways. Unfortunately, I'm a little light on bowgun ammo because Sadler took a lot more punishment than I expected him to. We've got 2 minutes to get over to that rocket launcher over there and hopefully help Leon out a little bit with it. Let's just tear through this guy with the TMP real quick. We've got a bunch of TMP ammo to burn through, so we may as well make effective use of it. We are going to want to jump down over here next. There are a lot of guys for us to deal with on these platforms, but we don't really have to commit to killing all of them. As long as we keep running along, eventually we'll find ourselves to another grapple point that we can utilize. This guy I'm just going to send to the ground real quick, as best I can anyway. There we go. We'll just kick him out over here, and then hookshot on through. I have a feeling these bombs will take him out just fine anyway, so no need to overdo or overcomplicate things. Ooh, these guys with the crossbows are getting a little aggressive. Just going to send that guy down so I don't have to worry about him getting in the way either. As long as we can make our way up here. Kind of hoping that dynamite guy takes out his allies there. I'm always a big fan of when the dynamite guys do that. It's quite easy to appreciate. There we go. Once again, we are able to just move on past these guys. Once again, I do not want to give that guy an opportunity to actually shoot the rocket at us. And here, get the hook shot, we will find ourselves by the rocket launcher, and I feel like this will be leading for a good finish. Ain't a Resident Evil game if you don't finish off the final boss with a cool rocket launcher.
Use this!
Need a little bit more firepower. Well, that looks just like what we could need. Ah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, there comes the Blade Plaga spam. Not exactly what you want to have happen when you run under him. But hey, sometimes you get caught out by these things. Now we just need to wait for the bridge to come back up. Fortunately, yeah, it's raising as we get over to it. Ada tossed the rocket launcher right over on this platform, so we just need to get onto here, grab this real quick. Hopefully we have enough space for it, and indeed we do. Just got to, ah, man, come on. Everything's positioned in just the right way to make sure that I can't just place it in my inventory. Come on, man. Okay, move these grenades over. Maybe I should have used up my grenades earlier. And, hold on, we gotta make sure these things are lined up nice and neatly. There we go, there we go. Alright, we've got the rocket launcher special. This should finish off Sadler for us. Let's just wait for him to jump over here so we can actually hit him with it. Whoop. Another little matrix dodge there. Appreciate it, Leon. Appreciate it. Come at me, Sadler. I'm waiting for you. Come on. Do it. You know you want to. Oh my goodness. How many girders are over there? There we go. Bit of a misread on where I should have gone. Once again, let's use up one more of our healing items. Hey, beautiful way for this to go, alright? This is what I've been saving these for. Now, sayonara, Sadler.
Sorry, Leon. Hand it over.
Ada, you do know what this is.
Don't worry. I'll take good care of it.
Ada!
Gotta go. If I were you, I'd get off this island too.
She really pushed it.
Here, catch. Better get a move on. See you around.
Very cute.
and we get the jet ski key, our ticket out of here. Again, what is Resident Evil if there isn't a timed escape sequence to get away from a self-destruct? Fortunately, the emergency system has deactivated and the locks are released, so we can actually make use of the elevator now. Note that if you skip the cutscene, the game does correctly deduct the amount of time it would take to watch it from your timer, so you can't give yourself extra time to work with just by skipping the cutscenes. Fortunately, we have plenty of time regardless. Let's get our shotgun out, though, just in case anything happens to come across us along the way. Hopefully Ashley is still waiting patiently for us.
Leon,
We have to get off this island now. It's gonna blow any minute.
it's gonna what?
Gotta love Ashley's reaction there. She's not prepared to have Leon say that as his first thing back after the battle. I guess she's not used to this whole thing. Leon is keenly familiar with the tropes of the series at this point, though. Anyways, the jet ski is not too far from this tunnel that we just entered that just happened to be there off to the side. Couldn't really see it before. So, let's get up to this jet ski. You could just press A to get on it, but funnily enough, you can also use your jet ski key right from your inventory to activate it as well. So, let's get on this jet ski and get the heck out of here. Ashley, be sure to hold on tight.
Hang on, sweetheart.
Ashley, I told you to hold on tight! Leon did too! Oh, okay, here we are. Anyways, the jet ski escape sequence. All you have to do is hold forward and get through here as fast as possible. If you collide with a wall, though, the jet ski will explode, as the jet skis are known to do. So, be careful with that. Fortunately, after we get through those first few gates, we are able to start moving pretty quickly here. Explosions are getting a little intense. Once again, skipping any of the cutscenes... Oh, boy. Again, skipping any of the cutscenes here will not allow you to get extra time. The game will properly deduct the time. Anyways, we do need to be going fast at this point, so keep holding up to accelerate. Rocks will randomly drop down to bar your path, so be sure to react properly. We also have to hit these jumps here. Sadly, this isn't exactly Wave Race 64, so don't expect to do any kind of fancy tricks or maneuvers here. Let's just move on through here, move on through here. Okay, there we go. Just need to keep going straight. I think we're through!
Ashley! Where are ya?
Leon!
Come on. Let's go home.
Sounds like a great idea. Mission accomplished. Right, Leon?
Not quite. I still have to get you home safe.
So, after you take me back to my place, how about we do some, overtime?
Sorry.
Somehow I knew you'd say that, but it doesn't hurt to ask, you know? So, who was that woman anyway?
Why do you ask?
Come on, tell me.
She's like a part of me I can't let go. Let's leave it at that.
One more Hollywood cliche for you, Sadler riding off into the sunset. We actually get a pretty interesting credit sequence here. This is Pueblo, before the Plagas took over. Before Sadler had enacted his plan on the town, we get to see that it really was just a humble remote farming village. I do kind of like it when the Resident Evil series does this. It's just a little bit more of a dramatic depiction. The use of the music here is also wonderful. Hopefully you can hear it pretty well over my yapping. But That was Resident Evil 4. Yeah, I just, to start the jet ski sequence, if you activate the Ditman glitch while using the jet ski key from your inventory, Leon's animation gets a little funky, to say the least. Pretty funny, pretty popular glitch to show off when people are doing speedruns and stuff, but it is obviously just faster to hop on the jet ski without activating the Ditman glitch. If you have the Ditman glitch already activated and you activate the jet ski from the inventory, Leon's animations do correct themselves properly. I forget which one was that. Don Ramon? Was he a skilled guitar player? I honestly forget which villager is which, honestly. Only looked at the bottle caps a few times, but here is where the downfall begins. Disregarding that, you know, this dramatic scene here, want to thank everybody who watched. I know Resident Evil 4 Let's Plays and videos and stuff, it's pretty overdone. It's a very, very oversaturated game for video content, so if you stuck with my playthrough, I can only thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really hope I did this in a relatively interesting way. Hopefully got to show you something new you might not have known before. I've certainly gotten a few comments talking about things that they weren't aware of in the game. So that's the big thing I was looking for. And again, whoa, that is a pretty grody picture. Just imagine the people who didn't have the context for this and how they felt about it. But yeah, I was really hoping, despite this game being so overplayed, I could do at least something unique with it, and I think playing the old GameCube version, yeah, that's a fun way to go about it. Few people will take any time to think about that version these days, plus I can show off some mild differences between it, the Japanese version, the HD version, and wrap in separate ways in what I feel is a more organic way that keeps it from being just a boring postscript to a much more interesting main game. Would like to give a big thank you to Paul Mercier for giving one of the most iconic Leon voices of all time. Also, thank you to Carolyn Lawrence, who is known for this game and for a variety of characters you might remember from Nickelodeon shows. In particular, her voice in this game seems to be heavily modeled after her voice for Cindy Vortex from The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron. How funny, how funny. One of those things that you can't unhear when you notice it. Anyway, that is it for this LP, and thankfully, because I sprinkled about stuff like Mercenaries, Assignment Ada, and separate ways throughout the LP, I can just be content that once I end the recording here, I'm done, and I get to move on to the next thing. I hope to see you in whatever I do next. Not much else to say. This game is absolute blast. Love to play it every time. Hope you loved watching. See ya around. Bye-bye.
Hunnigan, is that you?
Finally, the line's jack free.
Hey, Hunnigan, no glasses.
Forget the glasses. What's the status of the mission?
I've rescued the subject. We're returning home.
You did it, Leon.
Thanks. You know, you're kind of cute without those glasses. Give me your number when I get back.
May I remind you that you're still on duty.
Story of my life.
Hey, Leon, I didn't hear a no there. You might have a chance. Just try to hit her on the rebound once the mission is over. She's very duty-minded. Okay, so I lied a little bit. Just sliding back in, you get a little results screen. There are some pretty fun goals you can shoot for, such as a 100% hit ratio. Another popular one is killing over 1,000 enemies. And of course, speedruns are always a cornerstone of Resident Evil challenge gaming. Unfortunately, unlike the PS1 games, there aren't any particular rewards for beating the game fast. These stats here are just for your personal satisfaction to try and push them as high as possible, see if you can manage it. Once you complete the game, you can create a New Game Plus file to carry over all your equipment and money. The real reason we got 100,000 pesetas from Sadler there, to give us a little bit of a additional fun to perhaps buy some new goodies once we start a new playthrough. Again, I sprinkled all this out throughout the rest of the game, so we don't really have to worry about showing off the New Game Plus weapons. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you. Bye!
It wasn't easy, but I'd say the mission was a success. Getting my hands on the sample was my initial objective, after all. But I've sent Wesker a different present, just as the organization ordered. Pretending to work with him was entertaining. Albert Wesker. I wonder where he's headed next. Something tells me this whole affair has just been a taste of what he's got in store. To him, Umbrella represented power. He used it to hide behind while he made plans of his own. And now the Umbrella's been folded. With the sanctuary of their old Umbrella ruined, those in power struggle to erect a new one. They are aware of their own crookedness and deceit as they engage in their personal war of light and darkness. That's why Wesker will stop at nothing in opening his new Umbrella. The giant pharmaceutical corporation S maintains medical and drug facilities the world over. We know for certain that Wesker has been in contact with them following Umbrella's demise. There's no doubt we'll next hear from him there. The organization must remain vigilant. But Wesker's not stupid. He knows exactly what the organization is thinking. He and I still have time to continue our little game of cat and mouse before the next move is played. This mission may be over, but the battle is just beginning.
I don't dispute the doubts you've outlined, but it's my right to waste your time.